All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Monday. Happy Veterans Day to the veterans. Bitcoin is exploding. Bitcoin is exploding. This is exploding. This is very exciting. And just like we predicted, right? We've been talking about BTC getting to 100K by the end of the year, and most people don't believe it until they see it. But at that point, it's too late. But I still think there's time to get some gains with crypto. I don't think it's too late, especially for this cycle. I think this cycle we top out at around 150. A lot of people are predicting 200 to 250K. Who knows? But I mean, if we look at 2016 to 2017, that bull run, we went from around 700 to 20,000, and so that was that was around 2,700%. Then from 20,000 to, or I think it was probably around 14,000 to 70,000, we went to, it was around 500%, right? So it's cutting down significantly every cycle. So, I think there's still more gains to be made, especially this time. This time is a little bit different just because we have institutional investors in the space. And again, those spot ETFs are very, exciting when it comes to liquidity, because we never had spot ETFs in the crypto space, right? Before, we had futures ETFs where institutions didn't really need to purchase BTC to back up their fund. It was just a futures fund, right? It was just kind of just mimicking what Bitcoin did. It wasn't really physical BTC backing the fund. But now that we actually have physical BTC backing up the fund, that BlackRock, Vanguard, they have to purchase physical BTC. So what a lot of people are saying is that this time around, we are not going to have such a pullback when it comes to the bear market. Usually we typically have a 70-80% drawdown when it comes to the bear market, the bull market, or the bear market, but most people say it's not going to be as violent. And I'm in agreement with that. I don't think it's going to be as violent, but I do think we do get a pullback, because remember, we've been through these cycles. This is, well, at least for me, this is my third cycle, but there's been a total of 4 to 5 cycles already. So people are getting smarter. People are understanding when they need to take profit, when BTC is looking overextended, and things like that. So there's a lot of, although there's a lot more liquidity in the space, there's a lot more people that are aware of how BTC moves and when they need to take profit. So I do believe once we get to that 120, that 150 mark, we are going to see people start to take gains. It's only natural that, you've been through multiple cycles and you say, okay, I don't want to be left holding the bag. So let me go ahead and take some gains off the table before we get into another bear market. Now, again, the bear market may not be as strong as, or as brutal as the last bear markets. I remember 2016, 2017. I mean, my portfolio fell 80 to 90%. And the same thing with this 20 after 2020 and 2021 bull market, same thing. Portfolio fell like 80, 90%. So and a lot of it had to do with people just knowing the markets, getting out, and not holding the bag. And essentially, people that do hold the bag until the next bull market essentially see a 80 to 90% drawdown in their portfolio. So yeah, okay, so let's take a look at some of these charts. Let's take a look at what BTC is doing. Very interesting stuff and very exciting. 83,958. Now, I'm not sure what. Now, obviously, historically, it's bullish in November after the election. We said after the election, we would see this type of price action with BTC. I was predicting 85 to 90K, because again, even though it's historically has went parabolic, I mean, at these levels, this is a lot of liquidity. So somebody has to keep buying. So let me check the news to see if there's anything that has erupted or anything has come about on BTC. BTC, it says BTC tops 83,000 as crypto euphoria over Trump win shows no sign of waning or waning. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So yeah, so people are bullish because of Trump. Again, he was very crypto friendly. He was pro crypto and things like that. Even leading up to the election, that's something he pushed, and I also think that helped him get elected because a lot of people, especially in the crypto space, was pushing for crypto friendly regulation. And again, I'm not for either political side. I'm just stating the facts because people are like, oh, well, it's one thing. It's like you talk about something and then people think you're for it. No, I'm just telling you exactly what the market is reacting to. This is what the market is saying, right? They believe Trump is pro crypto, so they're purchasing that. But you talk about it and you state some of the facts, and people think I'm not for any side. So just want to make that clear. But yeah, people are bullish on that. So it says, Mexico's third largest billionaire raves about Bitcoin price hike. Told you so. So again, all these other countries too, like El Salvador, who have taken, are now using BTC as their reserve currency. And I think a lot of countries, maybe not the U.S. just yet, but I think a lot of those countries are going to start following suit, where they say, okay, this thing is going to go places. We have Vanguard, we have BlackRock. These companies manage trillions of dollars. It looks like this is going to be something that's going to be here for a long time. And I think BTC is going to be here for a long time. We look at all the cryptos on the first page, in BTC, people were saying, oh, well, I think Ethereum's going to flip BTC. I don't think that's the case. I think BTC is going to stay number one. It's been number one. It has one use case, which is a store of value. I know when Satoshi initially made BTC, he wanted it to be used as money, but people are saying, hey, it's good for a store of value. We can also transact with it. We can also send it to people. Maybe it's a little bit slow, but actually now with the Stacks upgrade, the Nakamoto release, you can use BTC. They're going to start coming out with a synthetic BTC. I think it's called SBTC, and you're going to be able to transact with BTC a lot quicker. So, but the layer one BTC is not going to change, right? You're going to have all these additional side chains that are created to help out BTC. You help you be able to utilize BTC on a daily basis. So that's going to be on second layer, side chains and things like that. But BTC is never going to change, and people are going to use it as a store of value. And as we see, I'm looking at it right now, the Fear and Greed Index. The Fear and Greed Index, I mean, just my last live stream, I was talking about this. Look at the Fear and Greed Index. I mean, we went from like 40 to 50 to 60. I think yesterday was 70, and now we're up 10 points. And what they're saying this time around, we're probably going to break 100 when it comes to that Fear and Greed Index. And I'm not sure how they measure this. Let's read this below. Okay, yeah, let's read, because I want to see how this is calculated. It says the CMC Fear and Greed Index is a proprietary tool developed by CoinMarketCap that measures the prevailing sentiment in the cryptocurrency market. This index ranges from 0 to 100, where lower value indicates extreme fear and a higher value indicates extreme greed. It helps investors understand the emotional state of the market, which can influence buying and selling behaviors. The index provides insight into whether the market may be undervalued or overvalued. All right, how can you use the index? I want to see how it's calculated. All right, let's look how it's calculated. It says the CMC Fear Greed Index is calculated using 5 key components. 1. Price momentum. This factor analyzes the price performance of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization, excluding stablecoins. It assesses how these coins are performing relative to each other in the broader market. 2. Volatility. The index incorporates implied volatility indices for Bitcoin and Ethereum, which provide forward-looking measures of expected volatility over the next 30 days. And that's actually, it makes sense that they use Ethereum and BTC as the, to gain what volatility is looking like, since those are the two main cryptocurrencies when it comes to crypto. Ethereum right below BTC. I think Ethereum's going to catch up. It's just it needs some time. And once we start, I think we're going to start seeing altcoins go crazy as well. All right, so number 3, derivative markets. The index considers the put/call ratio in the Bitcoin and Ethereum option markets. A higher ratio of puts to calls indicates more fear in the market, suggesting bearish expectations amongst investors. So that makes sense too. They look at the put and call ratios and see, okay, how many puts are in the market? Puts are negative. You believe that the price of crypto is going down. So more puts out there means it's more bearish. More calls means it's more bullish. Makes sense. 4, market composition. This component looks at the relative value of Bitcoin in the market using the stablecoin supply ratio to measure the ratio between Bitcoin's market capitalization and that of major stablecoins. And this makes sense too, because even though stablecoins don't move, they're stable. A lot of people move liquidity in and out of stablecoins depending on when they believe the market is going to become more volatile, right? You want to be in something stable when the market becomes more volatile, so you'll move to a stable coin in and out, especially the traders, move in and out of stable coins. That way, you made some gains on a trade, then you move to a stable coin and then move back and forth. So that makes sense that that's part of the indicator. Number 5, CMC proprietary data. The index also uses social trend keyword searches and user engagement metrics to capture market sentiment, retail interest, and emerging trends. So that's also smart to use as well. So this fear and greed index is 79, like I said. In my last live stream, it was around 70, which was like a day ago, so it wasn't that long ago. And it makes sense that we see BTC at 84,000. I mean, oh wow, it's at 84,200. It's moving up a lot quicker. I mean, it's a lot. If you look at this, it had a wick from 82 to 84. I woke up today, it was 82.3. Now, within 30 minutes to an hour, now it's at 84, right? So this is what the bull market looks like. Every day you see 10 to 15% gains for the next 6 months. And people wake up and look at their portfolio and they're like, holy crap, right? Especially people that are really invested in the space. Because what it is, it's basically years of a bear market. And now you're seeing the kind of like the relief rally. These bull markets are the relief rally for the 3 years that we were in a bear market. Now, what do I believe is going to happen next? Right? What do I believe is going to happen next? In my opinion, what happens next is we're either going to go to, I think 85 is one of those key target points, and then 90, and then from there, maybe we see a pullback, right? Because 90K is one of those key points along with 100K. And then from there, we're going to see some altcoins explode one at a time. They're not all going to explode at the same time, in my opinion. They won't explode at the same time. And that's where hundreds of thousands of dollars are made. That's when millions of dollars are made, because people are going in and out of altcoins. And if you've been paying attention to the space, you know what altcoins are going to be valuable. When it comes to layer ones, when it comes to AI, DePIN, when it comes to even meme coins, right? There's meme coins that are going to explode. It's just more like the altcoin... When altcoins start to boom, the trick is being in the narrative that is the hottest, right? Because it goes from the hottest narrative to the second hottest narrative to the third hottest narrative. And if you kind of know, I wouldn't even say you need to know all of them in order, but at least if you know the hottest narrative, which for me, in my opinion, the hottest narrative right now is AI and DePIN. So I think that's going to move first, and then we're going to trickle down into other altcoins. So it should be very interesting to see what happens with the altcoin market in this month and December. I mean, we know 2025 is going to be amazing, but I think November and December historically, I mean, it's very bullish. So we definitely can't count this month out. We can't count December out, and it's going to be something special to watch. And it's honestly, if you've stuck around since the beginning or the beginning of the last bear market and you're still holding your position, and you've been dollar cost averaging into your position, kudos to you. You deserve the gains and things like that because it is brutal. I've gone through it. I have all my portfolio in crypto, so and quality assets, right? I'm not here YOLOing my money in meme coins and things like that. But if you've been through multiple cycles, you know how brutal it is to have your money tied up in an asset where it just keeps falling 10 to 20% each day, and people are saying you're crazy for being in this asset. But then when the asset comes back and starts making all-time highs, people think you're a genius and things like that. So you just got to understand that people are emotional. People just go with what's hot at the moment. So you need to have that foresight to say, okay, I think this asset is going to be valuable in the future. Who cares what everybody's saying on X? Who cares what everybody's saying on Twitter? Let me put my invested, hold it until I think it's going to make all-time highs. And sometimes that takes 2 to 3 years, and you got to be patient. The way you get rewarded in the crypto market is patience. You need to have patience. You can't rush the process. You can't rush the gains. The gains will come. And yeah, you could sometimes trade. Like I was saying this yesterday, you could sometimes trade, but I honestly think those people that trade, like for instance, a lot of the YouTubers that trade crypto, and they're like, oh, well, and I was saying this again, I was saying this yesterday, oh, well, only good market caps to get into are like 100 million or lower. And the reason why they say that is because you can manipulate the market cap 100 million or lower when you have a huge YouTube presence. It's the same for penny stocks. I saw it with penny stocks when I was trading penny stocks back in college in 2013, 2015. You had a lot of these people with big social media following saying, oh, okay, well, this is my strategy and things like that. And I'm not saying maybe there is a strategy behind it, but I would say 80 to 90% of those pumps was because of forums, Reddit posts, big social media following, and usually the people at the top benefit the most. So here, when you start getting into the crypto bull run, everything is going to run, right? So everybody will make money, but not everybody's going to keep money, and not everybody's going to make a significant amount. It's those that understand what is actually going on and when to know when to take profit, when to know not to be greedy. Because people are coming in now, they don't know when not to be greedy. They think this is just a casino. Things are just going to keep, it's just the price is just going to keep going up, 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 up. They hold it and they don't make any money, or they break even. And then after, they still have to pay all these fees and trading fees and things like that. So yeah, I think it's very bullish. We're in a very bullish time. So it's very exciting for crypto investors. I will be talking about crypto for the next 6 months. This is a financial nutrition channel, but I think it would be a disservice to not talk about crypto really often throughout this bull run, because it's going to be here for the next tens of years. It's going to be here forever, and especially in the next 6 months, it's going to be one of the bullish assets. So I'm going to be covering it almost every day. Even though this is not a crypto channel, this is a financial nutrition channel. But I think I think, again, it would be a financial disservice to not be talking about this as we make new highs, my thoughts and opinions on the market, and what I'm seeing, I think should be covered during this time. I think crypto is a very viable asset. I think people need to start paying attention to it a lot more, and I think it's gonna change people's lives as far as getting helping them get to their financial goals a lot quicker. And I would say if you stick to a lot of the blue chip stocks, in my opinion, not financial advice, that you will get to a lot even safer, a lot quicker and safer if you know how to do the research and what to look at and what to stick to, and not dabble in all this crazy stuff. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.